What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all another video. Today we've got Lydia the Bard, Feed Us Your Girls, official animatic video. This scene from the thumbnail, it looks like we're getting at least some kind of rendition of Red Riding Hood. You know what I'm saying? You know, we be over here a lot in the villain songs. We check out some of our other stuff too. Saw this, looked interesting. Want to see how it's popping off. You know, Lydia got the vocals on her, so be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media. We ain't here without any further ado. In 3, 2, 1, click. Themes and wait, what? Wait, to violent use aiming. Okay. Okay, so this is given the title, using the aspect of Little Red Riding Hood to speak on a more general concern. Got you. Okay. Actually, no, the other one that we reacted to, the women one, that one was impactful too. So we gotta check out some more of her other stuff too, because it seems like she be getting real deep in these.
Young girl or a pretty meal, the line is just her fine. Little Red walked out alone, joining the buffet of the night.
Little Red walked out alone, joining the buffet of the night. Ooh, okay, we got poetry. Okay, definitely a anticipate, like a suspenseful vibe that I'm getting as it's going with the instrumentation and how she came in. But let's go.
See the wolves, they wait and watch now, hoping for a bite. Fresh meat on a busy street, the minute you're out of sight. Little Red walked out alone, joining the buffet of the night. Little Red, she knows these streets, so why should she be afraid? She walks out with a blood red cloak, but red's his favorite shade.
She walks out with a blood red cloak, but red's his favorite shade. So obviously, equating the one in the red dress, Little Red Riding Hood, and the big bad wolf being the villainous character, or the one coming after her. And like I said, speaking on a more general issue of protect our women. protect our women. You know what I'm saying? But I do like that this. I like the way that she did this. You know what I'm saying? I like how she tied it to Little Red. You know what I'm saying? And building that the contrast between the two in the relativeness. Very, very creative. Let's go.
She walks out with a blood red cloak, but red's his favorite shade. You'll attract the wrong attention, wearing colors such as those. Boys will be boys, wolves will be wolves, but what does mother know? Feed us your girls, the wolves shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, you're the entree when you dress like that and mother's not around.
Yeah, the entree when you dress like that and mother's not around. Alright, I feel like that is push as far as those who would say, oh, if she doesn't want to be treated like that, then why does she dress like that? Which I find to be a very, very weird argument to make. I don't think that just because you dress a certain way, whether it be provocative or not, warrants assault. That is a wild thing to say. To be like, oh, just because you dress like that, this is like that. That's a wild thing to even think is how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Now, the fact of the reality is that it happens. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is what is being touched on here in this format, and bringing more light to. You know what I'm saying? Which is very, very commendable with how she's doing this track. But let's go.
You're the entree when you dress like that and mother's not around. Dawn arrives and dinner scraps are on the street from just last night. People whisper it's a fault with a red so very bright. safe inside your home. You can hear the growlings, you throw the dog a bone. You'll catch more bees with honey, dear, but what does mother know? Feed us your girls, the wolf shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, you're the entree when you dress like that. Little red was not a...
Yeah, this is powerful. This is passionate, and I feel like this really speaks on something that should be spoken on, should be made more aware, because it is a problem. Like, it's always been a problem. You know what I'm saying? The vulnerability that women have in this world. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like her putting it beside Little Red Riding Hood is a really dope comparison. And I feel like you could have people that see this and see it more, not more, but could try to spin something as far as demonizing men. You know what I'm saying? Because what she said earlier, something about boys will be boys, wolves will be wolves type shit. You know what I mean? But I think you gotta be able to read between lines when you get something like this and take it as what the person is saying. Obviously, this is not an all men issue, all right? But the motherfuckers doing this shit are men. Like, so that's what the point is. You feel me? So I feel like you definitely have to use your brain just a little bit and really understand what it's driving home. I feel like for somebody to like listen to this and try to nitpick or try to get something out of it that it's obviously not portraying, that I feel like that would be a forced effort, to be honest with you. I feel like this is very, very in as creative as a way possible, very, very clear about its meaning. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
You're the entree when you dress like that. Little red was not a meal, a little girl is not a tease. A cloak is not an invitation for what's underneath. A no does not mean yes.
Cloak is not the gnome, is the oh yeah, she talking on this one. Yes. Speak these words. Go ahead.
Invitation
Let them know.
for what's underneath. A no does not mean yes. There's no riddle, there's no test. Blood red clothes alone at night shouldn't equal death. But the wolves are very hungry, gnashing pointed teeth. Don't care what the rapper's like, it'll eat you if you breathe. So maybe it doesn't matter how we choose to wrap our skin, 'cause you'd prefer to blame the girl. Deal with your own sin. Feed us your
We're to
girl.
blame the girl.
The wolf shout out. Feed us the ones with curves, the ones without. Feed us your girls, from plate to mouth. Honey, you're the entree when you dress like that. Mother's not around.
Yeah, I think it was the Are You Listening one that we had peeped before. Yo, that was dope. And was that dope shit here? That was powerful, bro. That was powerful. I really liked what was done there. I really love how creative it was, associating it to Little Red Riding Hood. The overarching theme being that one, women shouldn't be targeted like that. Women shouldn't be targeted just because of what they're wearing, you know what I'm saying? Or the argument that, oh, what do you expect when you dress like this type shit? You know what I'm saying? That it's a horrible argument to have. I think it's a very horrible view to have, because I feel like anybody, the focal point should be on the person doing the crime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like, yo, no, that person's the one that can't control themselves, and we need to get that motherfucker up out of here. Not worried about this person, because people gonna dress how they want to dress. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That's the reality we live in. And I feel like part of that reality, as far as a cohesive society, is to weed out motherfuckers who would prey on the innocent, no matter what form that innocent would take. You know what I mean? I feel like that is the overarching thing here. And in this term, as far as women are concerned, they are the victims of this. And I feel like this is really going back at those insane arguments that some would try to make in opposition, which I have absolutely no idea why you would try to make an opposition argument to something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird behavior. So I feel like this was definitely a really, really good one. one that definitely deserves to be heard. Speaks on something very serious in a very creative way, and she did a very, very, very good job here. That's the take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.